Hello. Here we are then. Welcome, big boy. Welcome, JJAVS. Back where it all started then, yeah. This is where I made the original slide on Valguero. And since we've now got Valguero on Ascended, I figured it'd be a good time to come back here and make a new one. But this time it's going to be a slight upgrade from the original. Just slight. Welcome, Rebel and a trio. So yeah, I'm making a curly slide this time, I've decided. I don't know what's going on with these weird shadow things. The shadows are doing strange things. Is that like the fog or something? No, it's still got weird shadows. What's causing that? That's weird. Or is that just a thing on this map? Water park in Ark. Yeah, pretty much. It's still got weird shadows. I don't know. Maybe someone can give me some information on that. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, time to get building. Light shafts. Is that where it is? No. I don't know. Never mind. It's not the end of the world. So... Dirty pegger. So, where do we start? Where do we start? We need to make some templates for a start them. So we need some structures. Let's get some pillars, some foundations. Let's just get all the main ingredients. You never know what you might need. That's pretty much it. That's all the main stuff. I tried turning off the fog, yeah. Reconnect. I could try reconnecting. No, still the same. Oh well. Right, yeah. We need some structures then. Let's just whack all these on here for now. Walls, quarter walls, sloped walls, ceilings. Nope. There are two fog commands. Not sure if you used the... I used the... fog one yet. Foreshadow. Maybe it's for... Is that a command for shadowing? I don't know. Yorkshire graphics cards. Right. Let's start making some templates. So for a start, I need a ring of walls. I've thought of experimented with this a bit already, so I kind of know what I'm doing. So we'll go up a bit first. Like there, just so we're a bit out of the way. I'm just wondering actually whether I should do this more out of in a bigger open space. But I do, just in case. I just don't want these cliffs getting in the way if I need to extend out that far. Let's see. Do it on top. No. Where should we do it? Need like a big flat open space. It's going to have to be over here, I think. Right, yeah, this is a nice flat open space. Let's do it here. So, very excited for this one. I built the last slide on my official map, but I built on for ASE. Yeah, we can do some interesting things now on ASA with this template hammer. Gonna be good. So what we're gonna do, I'll show you actually some of the things that I have been messing with. So I made this one, and the idea was that like this is the ring of walls here that it makes, but in fact let's build it and I'll demonstrate the problem. Build that, yeah. So the issue is that so these walls should be connected to each other. Well, they are connected to each other. There's a pillar in between each one that connects them. Turn on debug structures. Did I spell that wrong? Yeah. That'll show you the connections. So we can get rid of these. I should have... In fact, this is a bit confused. Let's just do this again, because I want to do this with batch. Auto build template tier only. So the problem is, start picking up these things. Everything's going okay so far. But there's a bug with pillars where if you pick up a certain thing, the pillars will pick up as well. So one just got picked up there on that corner. That one's still there. That one's still there, but that one's disappeared. And then, so let's pick up another one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That shouldn't be happening. Because these pillars are connected to both of these. It should all stay floating, but it's just a pillar bug, and I'll demonstrate it another way. So watch this. If I build up with pillars, and then we'll go across with a beam, and then we build down with pillars, and then I pick this up. Boom. Oh, that's just fallen down. But if I build it this way, and then put that on, it doesn't fall down. Let's just build that one down from there. just that one falls down. So it's very much dependent on like what order you place things in and stuff. It's a very annoying bug that it's been in since the start of ASA and they've never fixed it. So that was the first problem I had. So that didn't work. I solved that problem with this design. Auto build templates here only. Welcome, Grixon. What if you destroy instead of picking up? Same problem. Doesn't matter how you do it. It's always the same problem. I've tried destroying with tools and all sorts. It's always the same problem. Don't know why that one didn't build there, but never mind. So this solved the problem. In fact, you can just pick up this and it normally picks up the whole lot, which is quite nice. So those pillars stay with this design like they should. It just seems to pick up that one, even though that's connected to that. It's the same pillar bug, but the bug doesn't extend down to the lower ones. It just seems to pick up the upper ones. So that solved the problem. But this isn't going to work for me because I want to be able to stack these up for my slide. I don't want to be building one ring at a time. I want to be able to do multiple at a time. And so this whole collision thing going on here, that's not going to work. So, after much messing about, finally came up with a design. And now I'm going to build it, if I can remember how to do it. So we'll start with one of these. And then we get the little pillar on there. I need some thatch structures as well, actually. Is that the triangle one? Yeah. We can put that. In fact, let's just get the pieces I need. So that. So there's this weird snap point there on the pillars, so I can take advantage of that. And then what we do is we need, is that the small wall? Yeah. Oh, we also need that roof. And we need the little quarter ramp. And then what we do is, if I can remember, what do we do? What we do is, it'll come back to me. Hang on. I don't know what we do. We also need, I'm missing a piece. I'm missing one of these. That goes first, then that, then that. So we get the half one. We get that little ramp bit on there. And we get a wall on there. And then we can, to that, we can snap this, which is at the angle we want. And because that all fits within that height and stuff, you're not going to have them colliding with each other on each level. Yeah, I did all kinds of tests, by the way, with this pillar bug. So what I was doing was I was doing the whole thing with building up and then building across. So let's say we used that and then built down from there. Same problem as the pillar. And I tested a bunch of different structures and I found that ceilings, roofs had the same problem. But walls, for whatever reason, are okay. If you do it from walls, they don't have that problem. So that's why I discovered that I needed to go for this design where this metal wall is snapping to this quarter wall, because that means that this pillar won't pick up because it's only connected to walls. So, yeah, a lot of figuring things out. You should tell Ras he's making the top 100 bugs of ASA video. Is he? I'll have to tell him that one then, yeah. Like features vid for bugs that have been in ASA since the start. It's going well, Mike, thanks. Welcome. And Vegan, welcome. And the Hope the Gamer, welcome. Hello. What's the angle on those two quarter walls? That's what is that? Is it 15 degrees? 30 degrees? 30 degrees, is it? If, 15. Hang on. 30 degrees. The 30-degree change, yeah. That's right. I was confusing myself a bit there. Yeah, because that's each one of them 60 degrees. Each corner of a triangle is 60 degrees in it, and it's half of that. That's right. So, now it's a case of repeating that. So, little pillar. Triangle ceiling. All under that. Roof. That wall, and then that wall. And then we'll repeat it a couple more times, and then we'll make a temporary template for this to copy it around. That one. Like that, and like that. Welcome, Christian. Just put a protractor on his screen. No, but I did pull the calculator out to do something that I should have already known. Where are we? Oh, yeah. Let's do one more of these and then we'll make a little template for copying this around. Alright, so that like that, and then we'll go like this, make that the snap override, and remove these. And then save that as temp, so that I know to delete it later. So that should just snap to that. That Bronto's a bit annoying, gonna have to get rid of that. Auto build. And yeah, go for it. And again. Just struggled with that last little bit because it placed some pieces that I didn't want it to, well, just one piece that I didn't want it to actually, this pillar. It placed this half pillar and it's not the way around that I want it to be. It's snapped to that wall because it had the position. It thought it could place like that, but it was actually supposed to place like this. It's just how the templates work. It doesn't look at the rotation. It just looks at the position or something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just place this last little bit manually. So that like that. That like that. Not like that, and that like that, and that's all sorted. Have you ever dropped a pack of spaghetti and taken one quick look and been like, oh damn, I dropped 623 pieces of spaghetti? Do you know what's weird? I had spaghetti this evening and I've not had it for like a long time. I bet I've not had spaghetti. Well, I've not made spaghetti myself for like a year. And then I had it this evening and you talk about spaghetti. What are the chances? The amount of thinkering needed to... Was that supposed to be thinking or tinkering? Or was that intentionally thinkering needed to figure this stuff out? Amazes me every time. That's a large pack of spaghetti. Usual pack contains roughly 367. I'm going to be counting my spaghetti now. Right, so that's the first bit. And then let's make a template of this. What, in fact, hang on, what did I call slide dash ring, we'll call it. Oh, hang on, we need to remove these. Slide ring. Save that. And then we'll move on to the next step, which is, might as well demo this, I think. So we've got that as a template. Might as well use this nice open space. Have you built and tested this? I built a slide for one of Aaron's build challenges and found that quarter walls when sliding over one to the next would stop the slide like 60%. It seemed okay, like when it was a bit flatter, it struggled, but then once it got a bit of a slide, it seemed okay. Maybe it's a server thing, I don't know. Anyway, what we need now is we need to make an angle thing. Yes, we need an angle thing. So let's get a pillar. So I happen to know that a good angle for each of these rings to change by is 3.75 degrees. I tried 5 initially, but then I was running into obstruction problems, so I could get away with 3.75, which is a quarter of 15, which is a good number. Tranquility, hello. How's it going? I'm doing good, thanks, yeah. Right, so create a template. That's all I need, yeah. Wrong button. Save that as 3.75. I need the little degree thing, otherwise it's going to annoy me. Hang on. The little symbol. There we go. So we've got that, but it's not actually at that angle yet. So we export that and let's get a note and paste that and change that to 3.75 and that's it. Copy that and then import. There we go, we've got a slight angle on that now. You had to go at June. Would love to see you break that game's. No, I've not played it. Not played it. It seems to have gone a bit. It like had a load of hype at the start, and then it seems to have died off a bit. Welcome, Al. Welcome, Songbird. How's it going? Right, what we need now is to build up. In fact, should we do this with thatch? Yes, we should. Use thatch. We'll go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need to go probably just a bit more than that. Let's go for like 12. Should do. I think. Let's go a few more, just for good measure. And then we need a beam on that side. And then we need boom. Let's go for one of those. And we will also build up from this. Not that it has any function other than it makes this the central point of the template, which makes it easier to place. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that'll do. So let's save. Yeah, hang on. We need to make that the snap override. And just thought of something, but we might run into a problem with this, but we'll come back to it and modify it. And save that as slide. Need my degree symbol again. Hang on. .75 degree tool. Call it. I'm trying to be a bit more organised with my names now. I wish they'd add like folders to these templates, because what I've done to keep things organised is I've exported all my other ones and I've saved them in text documents on my computer into folders, so I can just import them whenever I need them. Place that. So that can now snap to this. Like that. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, it's got a slight angle on it. That's saying that that'll actually place, but it's going to snap to that angle, so I need to build up from the bottom. There are 96 3.75 degrees in a circle. This is correct, yes. Right, let's see what angle this goes to. That looks to be correct. Or is it? It's hard to tell. I don't know if it is actually. That looks like the same. No, that's not right in that. What we'll do is we'll just pick that up for now and place that like that, and then put that back on there, and then great. Hang on, we'll figure this out. In fact, we don't need to get rid of that, because now that we're placing manually, it works a bit different. I can look at that and it'll snap to that. So that can go like that. I can pick that up. And that's, yeah, that's angled now, you can see. So now we can get rid of that. And get rid of that. And get our slide ring and snap that onto there, which is at a slight angle. Yeah. Let's get that building then. Why does the half beam look like Walter White when you have the green quarter wall outline on top? What? What? Why does the half beam look like Walter White? Hang on. What? You're gonna have to explain that one to me a bit more, Baha. I have no idea what you mean. I don't know. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix this up. Like that. And then should be able to go back to... Ah, hang on. What's that doing there? That's the wrong one. That's the chunky, the tall one. That's the one I wanted. Right, and that can place, that can place, that can place. And that can place. And I think I can get rid of that beam. Let's see what this is connected to. Pillar, wall, yeah, that's connected to the wall, so that should be okay to pick up. And then we are on to the next one. So let's get this. And we need, which one is it? This one. So we need that on there. And build up from there. Quarter wall on top and look. Don't know if that's gone at the correct angle. I think that beam's snapping. Quarter wall on top. What do you mean? Like that? Is that what you saw? I'm confused. Is that Walter White? I don't know. Yeah, that's not snapped to the right thing, is it? So what I might do is just not place those and then place them manually by looking at that. Yeah. Unless I could do it without that. I could do this a slightly easier way, but it's not worth messing around with. Let's just keep doing what I'm doing. So now that's in position, get rid of that. And then another one of these on here. Auto build. Tell me that's not house. What are you on? Let me have a look again. I'm not really seeing it. Is anyone else seeing it? What's what on... I don't know what's what. Are they supposed to be the eyes or what? I'm confused. Right, that can be picked up. They're connected to each other even though the angle has changed. It's okay with that still connecting. I'm not sure if those ones are connected even. That's connected to two walls. Oh no, that's thatch. One metal, one that ends in 5-3. Yeah, so that's actually connected to that. But then after that, they don't connect to each other. I think I need more scotch to see that one. Oh dear. Can't really get to that. I'm going to have to get rid of that for now. Oh, it's not even placed. That. Which is weird. Anyway. Let's continue. So that on there. That on there. Bit of messing around to get this set up, but once we've got like a few of these, it's going to be amazing. Yes. Yeah, let's keep going with what I'm doing. I think I want to do 8 of them, which is going to take a while, but just wondering whether I should make a template of these and copy them now, because it's going to be hassle. No. We'll have to keep doing what we're doing now, unless... Hang on, let me have a look, see what's underground. No. Oh. I was thinking of making a template of these and then duplicating them and then making a template of them and duplicating them, but I'm going to have to connect these back down into the ground from each angle to be able to do that. But the problem with that is that it's getting higher each time, so then it's not going to be touching the ground unless I did it from this side. Or is that still going to have the same problem? Yeah, I could potentially do it from this side. I think I'll do 4 of them first, though. It's not really worth it at the moment. It's too much messing around. Cappy's doing sorcery and talking in numbers, but sure, I'm the weird one. Yeah. Let's keep doing this. So, this one on here. And then build from down here. Aha, this is the problem now. Can't place that. So, what we need to do to fix this is we need to make some modifications to this. What we'll do is place one of those, then one of those, and that's going to offset these by half a pillar. That'll give us 2 options to build from. Sometimes the pillar's just in a bad place to build. But we can't have these connecting to the ground. We can't have them being a foundation. I'll put that one back to metal so I know that that's the one that I need to unselect. Because if the foundations, then when it goes underground, well, there's 2 problems actually. One problem is that that'll be the foundation will be the center point of the template, which is annoying because then you get out of range placement things. It's good for this to be the center point of the template. And the other problem is that when it's underground, it'll say that it's too high above ground because there's no ground underneath this ground. Snap overrides and remove this structure down here. And slide 3.75. That's not what I want. Hang on. Degree. Cool. Override that. And then let's try this again. So this one, yeah. Hang on, what's happened here? Did I select? I selected the wrong one. That's what's happened. That on there. And then now, see, that one wasn't working, but this one works, so we can build from there instead. And we won't place that one because we have to place that manually. But it's still good to have it there because that's our snap point for placing the template in position initially. It snaps to this. But if I actually place it from the template, it's going to go at the wrong angle, so I have to place it manually and make sure that I'm looking at that pillar when I place it. Get rid of those and place another one of these on there. Now, has that placed a pillar? I think it has, but in the wrong place. Let me see if I can get to that. No, I think I have to pick that up, don't I? Yeah, I can get to it now. Half pillar. And then I can go back to this, place those, and then that on there. That's another one done. That up. That up. And then same again. Get that. That on there. Down to the bottom. See if this one will place it well. See, that one's not placeable this time, but this one was opposite way around this time. on there. Complete. And place that on there. Pick that up. And get the other template. Build that. So to change the angle, you connect the half beam to a different quarter wall. Yeah, I could do it without the half beam. I could be cutting a step out of this, but I'm kind of committed to what I'm doing at this point. Well, I might do it now, actually. I don't need to have that. I could have made a template from this first ring and done that each time, which would have cut out that part. But I might do that in a sec, now that I've done 4, because I want 8 total. This 8 is 30 degrees. Is that right? I think 8 is 30 degrees. Each one's 3 points. Yeah, 8 is 30 degrees. So that seems like a good number to go for like a section of slide to me. Because I'll tell you my other plan. This isn't... I'm not just building a slide. I'm making a slide building kit for you guys to use eventually. It might need some tweaks from what I make initially, but that's the ultimate goal, is to make like a few pieces, a few like, what's the word, collections of pieces that you can build your own slides with. So like a curved section and a straight section and a curved section with no roof on it and things like that. So 12 pieces makes a full loop. Yes, if it's 30 degrees, then yes, it will be one. So if you wanted to make a torus, then you could do that with 12 pieces. Yeah, I don't know how things are going to work out for a slide, but because it's going to have to be more of a spiral than a donut shape. But we'll figure that out. We're going to have to like go from one wall to the next as we're going down different connection points for these to make it spirally shaped. But then the complication comes in where if you don't want a roof on the slide, I want some parts to be open, and then that's going to get more complicated. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Modular slide kit, yes. Release it as a mod for us console players. Can you not import? Is there not a way to import on console? I thought there was like some workaround or something. Real surname Escher. Right, pick that up. Pick that up. Place that back there. And then place those. Accidentally hitting these sometimes with the hammer. You shouldn't be able to hit things with the hammer. Well, it is a hammer, but it's a bit annoying. Right. up. And then, yeah, I might have a go at making a template of this to copy up. I'm just wondering. I might end up regretting it though. It might end up being more complicated than it seems. We'll give it a go. So I can't build the support off that side. I'm gonna have to do it off this side. So this here, off this angle here. Well, it doesn't really matter, but so let's go like I have to get some more foundation support down here. What I need to do is I need to find out how far you've got to go out for that point, for these points to meet. Because if I can do it from that far out, so it's like there. If I can do it from that far, then the pillars down from that will have a connection to the ground. If I do it from the other side, they're going to be off the ground. Although, I could ghost under and do it actually. Just thinking about it. Yeah. Not that I know, PlayStation doesn't have an internet. PlayStation doesn't have an internet browser. Wonder if you can just make a note pack for consoles and you copy and paste on console. You must be able to. Console players have to have a PC person import it and give them the template. There's no way to like copy and paste on console. Or does it not have like the import thing on console? Is that just not there on console? Huge slides skinned with glass and have some weird and wonderful builds on the outside as you pass. Yeah. Maybe no clipboard on console. I'm sure you can copy and paste on console. The only thing I can think of is that there's no actual option to import text. Right, let's do. In fact, we'll go do that there. Oh, I forgot how far I had to go now. In fact, hang on. Let's do this one. There. should do the job. And then that one there. And that one there. PlayStation sucks for anything other than gaming. PS4 had a browser, PS5 doesn't. What? That's ridiculous. Right, I wonder if this is going to work then. Let's go. One more. Oops. On each of those. In fact, do we need to go more than that? Possibly a bit more than that. I'm pretty sure I could do this from the other side much easier by ghosting, but I kind of like the challenge of figuring this out. Right, and then we'll go like this. Can I do... I don't think I can do that on... No, I can't do that on there and then that on there. Unless I can do two different materials. No, that's just going to get messy anyway. I might have to do that there then. So build those down to the ground. So breeder's at the top of the slide and by a grinder at the bottom. Sounds like a good idea. Just come into stream and mine pulsating already. Xbox may be able to use the smart glass app for importing from clipboard. I used to use it to copy commands on iOS. Don't know if PlayStation has anything similar. Oh yeah, I used to use that on Xbox, come to think of it. Back in the day when I was on Xbox. I don't even know. Let's just go like this instead. And then these ones. In fact, I bet I could just do those. Be better off doing those as full ones actually from there because it's on an angle. It's going to mean that that's going to be at a different height anyway. So either one of those will do the job. Just realised you can like spam them because they can't really go wrong. From when we get down to this point. Don't know if we're going to run into some problems here or not. Might be okay. That's a good trick actually I've just thought of. you place them into foundations, then it stops them from having foundation support, which is what I actually want in this case. It's not often you want that, but that's what I want at the moment. So if we place foundations in the way, and then place those, they don't have foundation support now. Nice little trick. Right, let's give this a go. Hey, Fran. How's it going? Who did the artwork for the thumbnail? May have been a little bit of AI involved. Right, that one. Select that as the snap override. Remove those and the foundations. Let's just call that 10. I think that's right, isn't it? There's nothing else I need to do with that. Let's see what happens then. Right, so that. So now, yeah, I've got no beam on there, but because this first one was already at an angle, that gives us an angle when I place it on there. Need to place it from the right range though, so let me have a look at this. So the center point is like somewhere off over that way, so if I just back up a bit to here, might need to be lower, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be lower. Is that the right place? Try it from underneath. Right. That's the correct snap point. Oh, we're going to have some obstruction problems here though. But maybe we can get rid of some things. Let's see what we can do here. That's going to be in the way. That's going to be in the way. I'm surprised that's still standing. Oh, because I probably need to get rid of this for it to update the snap point. The support. It should all collapse now, I think. Yeah. So that shouldn't be obstructed anymore. Now, I need to be careful here because I think I was having some issues before where if it was building these in the wrong order, it was struggling to place some things. So it needs to do like one layer at a time. So and what I need to do is that the first, yeah, from this side first. I need to start it off on like I need to stagger start of the auto build. So we'll do a few on that one. Let's do that one all the way up to there. And then this one we'll do up to like there. And then this one we'll do up to there. And then whatever. That's fine. Remove some of these things, so get rid of those. Don't need those. They all connected okay from those other ones, so that were a bit of a waste of time doing those, but never mind. And I think that should work now, in theory. Only one way to find out. Ah. What's happened here then? Is it run out of foundation support or something? No, nearby foundation support. Needs some foundation support. No. Should be able to fix this. Shim, shim, shim. I know. Bad, isn't it? These are the things you gotta do sometimes. Okay. Let's go for these. In fact, I don't need it on that one. That one's already done. And that one. That should hopefully get us a bit further. Oh, hang on. Stop, stop, stop. How do I pause it? Or is it okay? Maybe it's okay. I think it's okay. Right, resume. Full speed ahead. Oh, it stopped again. I would never had known it's only Guna's hate on using AI. When it comes to building in Arc, I'm not a big fan of vertical building structures not being the same as horizontal ones. For example, the triangle slope wall piece is not the same as the triangle ceiling one. It makes it hard to build something horizontal. It needs to match. Yeah, I know what you mean. It can be challenging. I like a challenge. Can't help but wonder how much quicker and easier it would have been to build your monarchy extinction base. I've been thinking the same thing. Think of all time I could have saved on that. It was a good achievement there. Using all them gates. That one even in creative mode. Yeah. So much repetition on that. Speeding up time, fill the template isn't advised. That gets confused and starts placing things upside down in the wrong place. Right, what's gone wrong here then? Let's have a look. I should have probably not done this because we've got a bit of a problem now, haven't we? Where have we got to here? So let me look from the inside. We've got, hard to see, got a wall there. Has it got a pillar on it? Yeah, it's got a pillar, which means I should be able to place that ceiling on there, but it's not letting me. Requires nearby foundation support, that's why. Right, why does that need foundation support? I know why it needs foundation support, because it's not, I've not built all the way around to this side yet. So it's not connected to these structures, which means it doesn't have support there. So to fix that, let's start by, let's do one at a time. It's going to be safer that way. Just move this to the side. That should be it. Right, let's see what happens now. Auto build, go for it. Oh, they're actually connected to each other. Somehow it must have been on that connection back there. Oh, well, let's speed it up, see what happens. Got stuck again. We're getting there. Right. What's the problem this time then? So, got... Is it this one now that's not placing? Well, that just placed, so I don't know what its problem was there. Disable that entry. Auto build. What's wrong with it? It should be placing that. I think it's just a case of it's gone too far ahead with this other layer and then it's not liking it. I had this problem before. Snap that to that. That to that. Remove that, remove that. Let me see if I can place that now. Right, let's snap that in there. Can't really see if that's going in the right place. Alright, I think that's in the right place. And then go on this side and disable that entry. Now, will it place that? No. Oh, it's being naughty, is this? No, it doesn't need more foundations underneath. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't like things getting too squashed together or something. I'm not sure. I should have done one layer at a time, but I didn't. Risked it. Is there a way to modify the clipboard code to have it auto-build in a certain priority order? I don't think so, but I could change the priority by having like a longer length on certain ones of structures. Like I could make the structures go a bit windy to make it slow them down or whatever. But that doesn't look right, does it? Wrong is that. That's why it's not working. Yeah. Forgotten what I was saying. That needs to snap to... Oops. Needs to snap to... that wall there. It's really hard to see what's going on here. It's not right. No, that's wrong again. Are the templates in JSON? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, the files are actually like template files, but pretty sure it is JSON. Yeah. Although the actual those template files are actually scrambled. It's like not if you look at the files in Arc in your Arc folder thing. It's pretty weird. That was the wrong type of wall then, wasn't it? That's got to be the right one. No, it's still wrong. That was a bit of a Chewbacca noise then. Maybe a way to set a delay then. I don't think so. I've not seen any options for that. Why is that snapping like that? I could have done this so much quicker if I'd just done one layer at a time. I wasn't being sensible. But I could be clever disable that so I can see what I'm doing. And then, unless it's that that's actually snapped wrong. Or even that. Or, I don't know what's snapped, but something's got to be snapped wrong. It might be that. Let's make sure that that snaps to that. And then it's on there. Still wrong, which means it's probably... what a nightmare. It's probably the piece before that even. Something's wrong. Because I can't, without destroying that structure template, I can't access these. I've got to red gun them. That's snapped correctly, isn't it? Or is it? Even that could be wrong. Let's redo that as well. Pretty sure that one's okay. Or is it? That could even be wrong. Let's redo that as well. Go all the way back. Right, we've got that there. Make sure that that's snapped to that. And make sure that that's snapped to that. And that's snapped to that. And oh, there's a wall there already, isn't there? Oops. Get rid of that, and is there a wall there? There is a wall there, just I can't seem to get it. There it is. Right, let's try this again. That snaps to that. That snaps to that. Yay. That's better. So, where did I get to there? So now... Yay, I can build that, that. Where's my... I must have disabled that entry. Enable that. Build. Not letting me do that pillar. Why can I not put a pillar there? I can put a pillar there. It lied to me. Maybe it's just... Oh, there we go. I think it's just a bit tricky to find a spot where you can actually place that. Should I risk the auto build again? I might do. Stephen Hawking did the hokey-cokey. Right, I think that's going okay. Let's just speed up. That bit's okay. This is stuck for some reason. Almost seems like it would be faster here to not use a hammer. It certainly would, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this problem out when I make the template of the full 8. Because that's going to get very annoying if it doesn't work. Right, where are we here then? Do we have a pillar on there? No, we don't have a pillar on there. So let's put a pillar on there. And then see if that will continue. Yep. Nice. Right, next one. Is it the pillar again? Stuck again. Which is weird. So you wouldn't have thought there's any reason for that to get stuck there. But it is. I hope I can figure this out without it having this problem. But it never has this problem when you're just doing one ring. So it's got to be something to do with the other rings colliding with it. I don't know. Something strange going on. Right. And just that bit that needs sorting out. Don't think I can get... Let me see if I can demo that pillar from... Yeah, probably not, no. What about from here? No, I'll just place this last bit manually then, I suppose. It would be very laborious, but I wonder if moving all the things in the JSON around, I'm assuming they're by ID number, and put them in a foundation up order in the code. Well, it builds like, I don't think it'd make a difference because it's like based on what's connected to what. It just kind of builds it in order from the foundations up. I don't know, there might be something to that, I don't know. I'll have to experiment with that a little bit. It's an interesting thought. Yeah, I see what you mean by... Yeah, I do see what you mean by the green tint. Yeah. Those on there. That's not right. It's more like it. That on there. That on there. That on there. And that and there. Should be able to just do all of these at once actually. So that on there. That on there. And that on there. And that, and that, and then that, and that, and finally that, and that. And then this should be connected together in theory. Let's just do a quick backup, just in case. Let's get rid of all this rubbish. And now I think it's time to actually start building. Well, I need to make a template of this, but then it's time to start actually building the slide. Got a very steep slide here. Using AI for the thumbnail where it's cooked. If you can't tell it's AI, it's okay. Ancient pyramid build. Didn't have the luxury of the copy and paste system, this is true. You missed it. What? A wall-to-wall. Did the top three. Is that supposed to say what? Water? I don't know. Did the top three, but I'm not sure what you're on about, Baha. Is this just the funnel for the slide? So this is just a piece that I'm going to use to actually start building the slide. So now I need to select all this. In fact, no, we don't need to do that yet. I've forgotten about something. I need to make some connections for the ground. So let's go something like this. Why do I need to go one further than that? One further. I need to go out to there. And then that one to there. And that one to there. Up to there. That one to there. To there, and that to there. Get some foundation support, and then that'll be all my foundation support in a minute. Quarter thatch, what wall final piece you placed, you did 3 quick and missed the one below it. Are you sure? No, I did that one below before, didn't I? I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did it. Which one was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm pretty sure I've done it by heart. I just did it before. I did 1 and then I did the other 3 all together. Let's get some foundation support over here. What's that? And then we'll go like let's just go for like that for a start. And then we're going to need pillars down from these. That's a nice shape, and it looks kind of like caved. Make a nice roof or something. That. Anyway, pillars from each of these. Let's just go to there. It'll all make sense in a minute. Oops. Like that. Oh, look at the shapes. Oh, isn't that nice? Some lorcap was the original inventor of cool S back in school. Oh dear. You come up with some stuff. Right. Create template. Set that as the snap override. And then remove all this. And save that as slide 8 rings, curved 8, curved 8 rings. And then we'll go to where we're going to build, which is where the original slide was. Kicked off our slide building, which was here. But I'm going to start from up here, I think. So we're building a bigger slide this time, but it'll end up in the same place, down at the bottom. So, I suppose, yeah, just coming off of here somewhere. So we need, I've got a template for 90 degrees. Which way around do we want this? Then is it that way, I think? Is that right? I don't think that's right, is it? Or is it? Yeah, I think it is right. Yeah, that is right. So let's go for oh, that's the wrong way around actually. Needs to be the other way. Need to place it from this side. 90 degrees, place that. And then that, like that. Hey, Rebel, thank you very much for gifting the 5 memberships. Congrats to Paul, Rebecca, Scenic User, Blue, and Alfie. Reround to check you did place it, I swear. You didn't. You owe me an apology, Baha. Right, so yeah, we're going to start off from here. Let's just see how this is snapping on there. I actually need to place that higher, don't I? Because that's the top of the slide. So that needs to be up a bit. Let's try that. Yeah, I think that's probably okay. So I want to leave a little bit of height here to work with, because I'm not sure what I'm going to build for like the start of it yet. I've got a few ideas. I'm not going to reveal them just yet. So is this going to place though? Because what's going on with this here? That's like inside the ground, which isn't good. There's some really dodgy terrain here. Yeah, that's a bit awkward. I could do it up higher. Might have to do it up a bit higher. I can always have like an extra little bit to climb up on the top of the cliff. It's going to make it easier to place this. Might just do that. We'll just start it even higher than that. Let's see if we can get away with that. I see what you're going for now. You sure this won't hit structure cap? No, I'm not sure. It is going to be a lot of structures. How's that looking now? So that one's okay. 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 I'm thinking what we could do, you know, is we could do this one at a time. We go like this, remove these. Then it should just do that one for a start. Let's see. Oh, why does it have to be like this? Wonder if there's a way to edit the INI files for structure limit on the building to there is something you can do. With the templates, I think, that to make them ignore the structure limit. But yeah, you could change. I think you can probably do it with INI or something. I don't know. Breaking physics and complaining doesn't work. Why doesn't it work though? Or is it just... Oh, it might actually be foundation support. What do we need this? Oh yeah, I think it's just foundation support. We might be okay. Might be panicking for nothing. I should have known that that wouldn't reach over to that side. It should be a simple case of placing that there. Oh, what's the problem now? It's definitely a lot more controlled doing one layer at a time though. Maybe one day I'll figure out how to get it all running smoothly, but for now, it's the safer way to do it, I think. What doesn't it like about this then? Is it getting stuck on that bit there where it's supposed to be placing a pillar? For some reason, it's not placed a pillar there. I'm not sure why. Right. Enable entry. That one. Auto build. Probably gonna get stuck again in it, or is it? Might be okay. Oh, it did get stuck there. Is that on the same bit again? Yeah. Doesn't seem to like placing that pillar for some reason. Don't know why. I wonder if those pillars are placed wrong on the original thing that I copied the template from or something like that. Might have to check that. Auto spelling broke my text. We need a building camera for when you use building tool, but I'm sure PvP will break it. Yeah. Can you see this stuff in photo mode? Oh, you can. But you can't build at the same time as photo mode. And that's good to know. Yeah, let's just place that one manually then, and we'll see how we get on with the next ones, see if we have the same problem every time. Auto build. There we go. Next one. Enable entry. Auto build. I'm assuming the same one again. Or is it a different one? It's a different one this time. Weird. It doesn't seem to like those pillars. I'll just have to have a mess around with this when I'm not streaming. See if I can figure it out. We'll continue like this for now. stuck again. Right, next one. Quite annoying. Getting stuck on that one as well now. For some reason. Right, that's that one. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Can't understand it. Let me just go double check this over here. So, getting stuck on this here and it's somewhere. I can't really see what's going on. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, it should be okay. Got stuck on that first bit, but... Oh no, hang on. That's missing a pillar. That's missing a pillar. That's missing a pillar. That's missing a pillar. We're missing pillars, that's what's going on. That's missing a pillar. Ah! Good job I checked, didn't it? Which... I might have to do it from... That one, that one. That's okay, so... Those two. There. There. That's missing one. It's really hard to see what's what here. So, 3 up. There. I think I might have placed one of them wrong in there, but I don't know. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's missing one there. So 3 up on that one. Thought I'd done that one. Wait. 1, oh, is it 4 up? 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Oh. Let's try redoing that then. I should be able to reconnect that on there and just continue with what I was doing. Let's go back over here. Select that. Snap override. Remove these. And save that as slide curved 8 rings. And then back over here. And should be able to connect back up to this. And then let's just disable these. Don't want these to place. Although might have to. It might try and redo all of them. I don't know. Oh well, whatever. We'll find out. Let's remove those for now. Yeah, I don't know. It might try and replace a bunch of this stuff. Let's just see what happens. Where did I get to? Oh, did we do... We did a full ring there, yeah. So now we're on to this next one then, aren't we? Enable entry. Auto build. Yeah, it's replacing some stuff there. That's fine. Let's just let it do its thing. The frames. Hey, that one's built all the way around, I think. Yes, that's more like it. We might be okay after all. I'm still going to stick with doing one ring at a time for now. But yeah, that's an improvement. Easy to miss little things like that amongst all this thatch. Right, go for it. Next one. Struggling with the frames a bit here. That's okay. Next one. All good. And finally, uh-oh. got stuck on. So, is it a pillar again? No, it's got a pillar there. New problem then. Foundation support. Yeah. I should have known from doing the other side. Right, we just need to get foundation support in here somehow. Let's go like that. And not foundation. Not foundation. Not foundation. Not foundation. Oops. Foundation. Hey. Right. Complete that. So we need some new foundation support for that, and then we can get rid of all that thatch. All those calculations breaking your PC. I know it was struggling a bit there, wasn't it? Yeah, I think I'll get a bit stuck on this, but it's just those other walls that are sticking through. It should be okay once the thatch is gone. Yeah. But yeah, I need some new foundation support on here. Might just do something temporary for now. This is all a bit in the way though. Is that a foundation? That's a foundation, so that gets us a bit further. Can I place? Let me see if I can place. Yeah. Oh no, but that's. Don't know if that's going far enough or not. Think that should get us far enough. Let's start clearing this a bit. And I might be able to extend it a bit further. I don't want to get rid of all of it until I'm confident that there's enough foundation support there. Let me see if I can get the foundation in there now. To clear some more of this. Let's try that again. Right, I can get that there. Let's go there and then see if I can get another one off that somehow. That snapped. I think that's right. Let's get rid of that and that. Right, that's got to be snapped to that. Yeah. I'm pretty confident that that's okay now. Which means... Do you know what I could really do with is the demo gun on the mod that I made, but I don't have it because it, I didn't... It needs updating from the 5 point whatever it was update that they did when all the mods broke. And I unfortunately lost my mod files. I deleted them by accident like an idiot. So I need to remake it a little bit, which I will do at some point, but I want to do it a bit simpler. I got a bit too ambitious with it, and I don't have time to do modding on make videos and stream and stuff, so I need to go back to that just to get the basic features back into it. Because I'm missing that demo gun. It was so useful, like, could select the type of structures that you wanted and then change the range. So I could just select all these thatch pieces and just like demo them in one go without touching any of the metal. Yeah, I need to get back on with that. Anyway, and now we might have to go for the Giga method, unless anyone's got any better ideas. I tried the command as well, but destroy all, but I couldn't get it working. Don't know if I was doing it wrong. This works there. There we go. That's quite effective. Destroy world dinos. Ah, the missed one. Ooh. That's quite good. So, that's the start of the slide. Getting a little bit stuck, but it'll be okay once it gets going. Maybe. Yeah, it'll be fine once it gets going. I'm actually thinking of not having it as a person slide, but having it as a turtle slide that you can, where you can stand on the turtle. So, if that... Why is it just walking on there? There we go. Hey, Rebel! Make a save. We do a backup. Good suggestion. Thank you very much for the dono. Now that is one way to demo. Yeah, that's the fun way. What do you mean other parameters, friend? You know that. Right, what do we want to do with this next then? That's the question. I want to do one more section, I think, for today. I'll call it a night. But the question is, what do I want it to do? Do we want to do a curve round to the side? Maybe. Or maybe go to the right and then curve to the left, or should we go that way and then that way? Should we flip a coin? Should we do a poll? Let's do a poll. Don't know why. I just feel like I need a break after that. Should we curve to the left or the right? Left, right. Start, Paul. You always use metal for the part you slide on. Does metal have a better slide than other type? No, but it looks better. It looks slidier. That's why I always use metal. Yeah, we will be doing like a corkscrew thing, but before we do a corkscrew thing, we need to curve one way. So we'll like curve one way and then curve back around the other way, is what I'm thinking. I might have a look at some pictures of slides while you're all purling. What slide? Water park slide. What, in fact, what does the one on the thumbnail look like? That one just goes straight, doesn't it? And then starts curving round. So, I mean, we could just go straight for a start, I suppose. And then curve. I think we should curve now. Should we? I don't know. Maybe we should go straight a little bit first. Let's look at the terrain afar. We could go straight a little bit and then do a corkscrew thing. Which means, yeah, let's go straight a little bit. We'll make another template for that, which will be actually a really simple one. Right. Let's go over here. Yeah, this doesn't need to be anything special, does it? Let's just get this. In fact, we won't get that one. We'll get this one. My failed one, which turns out it's actually going to be useful for something. Why is that not going higher? There we go. So build. Going to be dong spam on service once you release this template. Oh, I forgot this one doesn't actually build all the way around. What's it? Why is it getting stuck? on there, that's on there. Then that should allow that to place. Like that. Right, then pick these up. The pole's looking very even. I'll have to leave that running a bit longer. We've got time because I'm building this straight part now anyway. So that like that, and then let's make a template of this. I don't think there's any point putting beams in between these, is there? I don't think so. No. So create template. In fact, let's redo that. We'll do one piece at a time. So I don't want the pillars. And set that as the snap override and save that as slide. Ring walls only. Let's put that in brackets. Nice. And again. Yeah. Is it missing a pillar? Seems to be a conflict with the original pillar. Oh, yeah. I don't know what's going on with it, but I sorted it anyway. Is this like a joint then? Yeah, just a straight section. So it doesn't need any whatchamacallit, pillars in between. Like, I could have them there for a bit of extra strength, but I'm trying to keep the structure count down as much as possible. So we don't really need them. Like, each side won't be connected to each other. That's fine. I think what I might do is, oops, make a temporary thing for these. And copy them up. There's temp. And can go like that. Build. Nice. And then let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's alright, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 8. Let's go for select all this time. I think it's going to be quicker to deselect those pillars. Maybe. Don't know if I can actually get those. Very tricky. What if I go like that? Can I get them easier then? No. About there. No. Very tricky. I've got an idea. Is that not going to let me place that there? I thought that'd let me place that. No. What about one of them? It lets me place that. It won't let me place a chunky one. That's annoying. Right, in that case, let's do there. Oh, but I still got to get rid of the tenant. But I can't actually get those. Oh no. What a flop. That's the problem with pillars. That you need the pillars on at least one layer to set the angles. No, because it's already going to have them from whatever it's connecting to. If it's a curved one, it'll already have them from that. It'll just connect to those. It's not changing angles at all. All the angles are already there. Oh dear. Let's get this one. And then come on. I get it then. Oops. Oops. And again. And then this time we'll just select them manually because it's going to be quicker than messing around trying to deselect stuff. I'm getting hungry. How's the poll going? Exactly 50-50. That's useful, isn't it? I feel like people are just trying to keep it at 50%. Like, as soon as it starts to go the other way, someone changes the vote. I think that's all of them. Hopefully I didn't miss any. Slide straight. 8 rings there. Should set up a keyboard macro for going back and forth between slow and... Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah. For a few things, actually. For some of this template stuff as well, it'd be useful. One of these days I might get round to it. What sick people would do such a thing? Oh, you can't change your vote. They're making second accounts to do more votes. That's what they're doing. Right, we're going to need some more foundation support here. I'll have to sort something more permanent out for this foundation support, but for now, we'll just go... something like that. Should be fair enough. This one should be a doddle compared to the other. What do we think? Should we go for that? Yeah. We'll go for that. Look at that. Easy. Oh, that must have not had foundation support. Yeah, just run out of foundation support there. I suppose I can get anything on here, can I? If I go like that, then like that, and like that. Not foundation. Not foundation. Alright, it's not liking that, is it? I have to go all the way down. Anyway. It's on exactly 50-50. Oh dear. I'll end that. Give it a go, I suppose. Flip a coin. I could do, yeah. It works. I have to make a fork in the pipe and then go both left and right. That's not a bad idea. Let me have a look at that picture again. It's straight out and then... What would be best? I'm wondering if I'm going to have to go further out before I circle round. Otherwise I might end up crashing into the cliff when it comes back round this way. Only solution is to go up instead. It's difficult to know, isn't it? If I went around there now. Yeah, I think it'd collide into the cliff. I think it needs to go further. Or put two curves. We could... Because I don't think we want to be going down at that steepness anyway. I think what we need is one that curves round a bit, but starts to like level it out. Completes that. Curved. Light. Maybe there. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I forgot. I need to change all this foundation stuff. I don't think I'm going to be doing that today. But that's going to be more messing around. I need to get those coming off at different angles. I'm going to have like a few different variations of these curved ones. I forgot about that. But yeah, that's going to be quite a nice way to go there, I think. Yeah, I like that. Shouldn't it only go as far as it started? I don't even know. It's a bit confusing, is this? Not sure the air is an appropriate foundation. No, I don't think it is it? But yeah, I think that's a good kind of angle to go. It's like it's making the steepness a bit less shallow. I wanted it steep at the start to build up some speed, but then we don't want to keep going down at that angle because that's too steep, I think. So we start to ease off that and then curve to the side as well. I'm wondering if it'd be better going the other way though, just looking at the shape of the cliff there. I don't know. Or maybe we just go... Maybe we do that and then curve round the other way. I might do that. But yeah, I think that's our job for another day. I'm going to have to get this foundation support going right down here. Yeah, wonder if there's some way I could do that. Be nice to do it with like one blueprint. So like it's just got these coming off at all different angles, going like way off into the distance. And then I guess you just use the ones that you need. Might have to have a think about that. Yeah, that'll do for today, I think. A good start. Last ride. In fact, let's get ourselves a turtle to ride on. Oops, it's going the wrong way. This way. Other way. Other way. Let me ride. Yay! Woo! That'll be magnificent once it's all functional. Yeah, hopefully we'll make some faster progress next time once we've got a few blueprints together. It's just setting all that up today a while. Yeah, that'll do. Thanks for watching, and massive thank you to Rebel for the donations today. And I will catch you next time. Impressive how you can make this work. Thank you, Arc Building with Mule. Turtle is like a tube. Exactly. That's the idea, yeah. I was going to try the Archelons as well, see what they're like. But yeah, job for another day. Right, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!